Buenas and half a day, Guahu si Jessica, and this is a new episode for comic books. The last one I talked to you about was a bunch of comics that I found during the week. But today's episode is something that we can't really get here in Guam. We don't have a stable comic book shop. We do have Comic Books Guam, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything about them actually bringing in the free comic book day comics, and so I had to have these brought in. Uh, Main one here that we have to go through is eBay. So I would like to show you what I picked up this year and what I did get last year, since I didn't show you what I did get that last time. So, if you don't know anything about free comic book day, there's a particular day in May where they will most of these comic book shops will actually pay for these free comic books so that it advertises shorts and gets readers interested in comic books. And so they kind of look like this one here. This one here is Divergence. I did show you this in a previous one, and most people will actually put their stamps from where they're from down here. But for the most part, most of these comic books are good for new readers. But for some crazy reason, they also intentionally put in characters that have not been put in there. Before, they would have Marvel Age, where they would introduce a character or a group, and then they'll have their comic books. In this case, in Comic Book Day, they have these ones to advertise it, and so it kind of gets kind of pricey depending on if they intentionally put in a first appearance or something big that happens in them. So let me go through first what I got last year for Free Comic Book Day. This is the first one I want to show you. This one here is Judgment Day. I believe this is the first appearance of Blade's daughter. And so this was a big deal last year for people that wanted the free comic books. Another one that they got was Dark Crisis. Okay, this is the DC version. And if you can see, they have the picture of, or a stamp of the comic book store that this was coming from. I also had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, one from last year. They also had the Spider-Man Venom issue. And it's cool because they have the free comic book day thing up there, so it's you pretty much know what you're getting. This one here is Voices #1, and so um, kind of crazy that these are supposed to be free, but of course when you buy it online, you have to pay for the shipping and the comic book. So you're pretty much bidding on other ones that people didn't get, I guess, when they weren't able to go to free comic book day. So that's something that we usually have to deal with here in Guam. Now, for the ones that I got for this year, I found a lot that had 9 comic books, and sadly, the one comic book I did want to get wasn't on it, and that was the Energon universe with the Transformers. But everything else that was on that I was interested in was in this lot of 9 comic books. So the first one is Mad with Superman. Um, a really good read if you're into parody. This one here is, I think, the least one that I'm interested in, but still a really good comic to have. We have Blood Hunt #1. Okay, this is the start of a new series that's going on in Marvel. We have the Hellboy. Okay, free comic book day. One Piece has gotten so big, so this one was in the lot, and so I wasn't complaining about that one. Still a good one. Of course, the rave right now is the Ultimate Universe, and this is Spider-Man #1 that was on Free Comic Book Day. I have also this one over here, Absolute Power. Okay, this is the DC comic that came out for this year. I have two more. This one over here is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one, and I believe in here they have a short story with Splinter on his day off. So that really piqued my interest. And then they have the last one, of course, is Star Wars, one of my favorite series. And so this one here, I believe, has two short stories, and they said the one I believe in Endor was one of the best ones out of the two stories. So again, here in Guam, you don't get the luxury of getting these on a particular day. So things like eBay are places that we would have to go to find these ones. So these are ones that I'm happy to put into my collection, and hopefully we see newer ones and better ones in the future. So again, thank you for watching. This is Mossy, and good night.